Welcome to the northernmost city in the world, the Arctic capital of Norway, where snow-covered mountains meet the sea and winter adventures are around every corner. We came all the way north for this, the Northern Lights. Hello friends, today we're heading somewhere truly magical, a place where the night sky comes alive with dancing colors. A city frozen in winter, wrapped in Arctic snow, a place we have always dreamed of visiting. Welcome to Tromsø, the gateway to the Arctic. Finally, we have landed in our dream destination. Is Tromsø really the best place on earth to see the northern lights? Let's find out. Today is January 15th and Tromsø is seeing the first sunrise of the year. For almost 50 days, sun never rose in Tromsø and the last sunset was in 26 November. It's around -7 degrees Celsius and we are really excited to explore the town and hopefully catch the northern lights tonight. Hello and welcome to Journey Together. We are Mrinal and Sámi from Northeast India. Let's explore the world together. But first we have to go to the Airbnb and catch the bus at 6 p.m. for the northern light chasing. Right now it's 6 p.m. here in Tromsø and we have just boarded our bus. We are heading out of the city to chase one of nature's most magnificent phenomena.
Because if anybody else has better conditions, then I'm going to know about it and we can immediately change the location.
Tromsø is actually one of the best places in the world to see the aurora, but the lights are never guaranteed. So tonight is literally a hunt. Our guide will drive us to the best possible location depending on cloud cover and solar activity. We actually managed to get some pretty amazing photos, but the video doesn't really capture how it looked as the aurora was quite faint. And at that point we thought just this will be the only display we would see in this trip. But the next day it turned out to be a big surprise for us. So stay tuned and keep watching Journey Together. Hey guys, today is second day of our Tromsø visit and we are going feeding. We are super excited. This is our first time seeing a reindeer in real life. And also there is reindeer sledding. We are going to meet the Sámi tribe, learn about their culture, listen to traditional songs in the Sámi hut. It's going to be a unique experience. Beyond the Arctic cold, we step inside a place where centuries of tradition still live. This is a Sámi lavvu. At the center of the lavvu, the fire burns, bringing warmth, light, and the stories of the north. And here, we begin to understand the deep connection between the Sámi people and their reindeer.
You don't run or walk aggressively, and that is because these guys, they're semi-wild, so they can be quite afraid of you.
After warming up inside the Sámi hut, it's time to head back into the Arctic wilderness, where sledding and reindeer await. Travelers from around the world come here to meet these reindeer, and we had the chance to feed the reindeer up close. During winter, the herd gathers in search of food beneath the snow. Among them are many females that are already pregnant, carrying calves that will be born in the spring. Unlike most deer species, female reindeer keep their antlers through the winter months. This helps them compete for food during the harsh Arctic season especially while they're still pregnant. The males do not have them. They shed their antlers earlier in the winter after the mating season. So if you see a reindeer with antlers this time of year, they are probably females. When the antlers are eventually shed, the female reindeer sometimes eat them. It contains rich minerals such as calcium, helping the animals recover nutrients in a landscape where food is scarce. There are about 300 reindeers in this camp. Out here, under the vast Arctic sky, every journey follows trails carved long before modern roads ever existed. Watching them so calmly gather around us, you could really feel the deep bond between these animals and the Sámi people. In the Arctic wilderness near Tromsø, reindeer roam across the snowy landscape. For centuries, these animals have been cared for by the Sámi people, the indigenous herders of the north. Freezing cold and a cup of hot chocolate. It's so cold. I can't feel my feet. Literally, it's like minus 15 degrees. I would honestly put my feet in the fire right now, if I could. We gathered around the fire to warm up and had to wait for our turn for sledding. So in the meantime, we got some reindeer stew, a traditional Sámi dish. The stew pot looked inviting. The meat was tender with amazing aroma and the potatoes were so comforting. Perfect for a cold Arctic evening. Now it's our turn. It was almost dark and we were the last two families on the trail. The sky was incredible dusky orange, and sledding through the snow in that white light felt magical. Now it's time for something special. Stories and traditional Sámi songs inside the hut. But quite unexpectedly, the aurora lit up the sky at 4:30 p.m. So we rushed outside to catch it before heading back in. But this is just a glimpse. The real show is yet to come. It's quite unusual to see aurora that early in the evening. After a quick glimpse, we went back in. In her colorful traditional dress, she shared stories that brought Sámi culture to
I
life.
think we can start with the word that we use for northern lights in Sámi. So we call them wousahas. And if you were to translate wousahas into English,
And that's when the singing began, each one with its own story.
Do you guys think that was a
The
happy or
next
sad
one is nostalgic, a melody of memories echoing through the hut. And for the next song, she got everyone to sing along.
So it's really easy. And now, when I count to 3, I want all of you yoik as loud as you can. I want the bus driver to hear you guys. And as I said, it's not embarrassing. You'll probably never see each other again. And when I count to 3, then we go. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Hey, oh, le, loi, le, loi, le, lo, loi, le, lo, ah. Hey, oh, le, loi, le, loi, le, lo, loi, le, lo. And a bit louder. Hey, oh, le, loi, le, loi, le, lo, loi, le, lo, ah. Hey, oh, le, loi, le, loi, le, lo, loi, le, lo.
That was so much fun. The magic of the hut stayed with us, and singing together left us with memories we will never forget. And here comes the big show. The northern lights are in full swing. Some ancestors believe you were supposed to stay quiet when the aurora appears as a sign of respect. For the first time ever, we are watching the aurora, and honestly, it felt absolutely unreal, like something out of a dream. It wasn't even the plan, but seeing the aurora after reindeer sledding made the whole day unforgettable. Best day ever, reindeer and northern lights. This is something we will never forget.
If you have time after the tour, I recommend going to a place where there's not as much light pollution. So if you don't want to miss the bus, I recommend going there now. Thank you guys.
And that's the end of our second day, and tomorrow brings new adventures. Cross-country skiing, meeting Alaskan huskies, and sledding through the Arctic. See you guys in the morning. We got on the bus at 8 in the morning, and it's still twilight.
Not every morning is as beautiful as this one.
The driver kept the whole ride alive with stories and easy laughter that made the ride feel shorter than it was. She joked and said, "Don't go to the frozen lakes. Let the locals go first. If they come back alive in the evening, then you know it's safe." Life in Arctic is not simple. It takes 2 hours for people to reach school and office
On the way back
in
to
the
the town,
city.
you do that all by yourself because I will stay in the cab. Yes. So 10 more minutes, and just before we arrive, I will.
Finally, we arrived at the place. And we just found out we are the only 2 in the ski group. Looks like we are getting a private lesson. Wish us luck. Today we are doing cross-country skiing. Here's our instructor, and she is going to teach us how to ski. The tracks were already made, so all we had to do was glide along. No hills, just smooth trails. Great for first-time skiing. We are in Norway, so of course we had to try their national sport, cross-country skiing. It's a huge part of Norwegian culture, and people here learn it from a very young age. There's a saying that Norwegians are born with skis on their feet. And here we are trying to figure it out for the first time. Now I understand why they say that. This is not easy. That was our first time cross-country skiing. And honestly, it was such a fun experience. Definitely harder than it looks, but so worth it. Now it's time for the next adventure, meeting the huskies.
Thank you.
When we think of huskies, most of us imagine what we see in movies, big fluffy dogs with thick coats, full of personality and energy. I was expecting something just like that. But when we met them, they were actually much leaner and slimmer. These are Alaskan Huskies, built for speed and endurance rather than fluffiness. It was amazing to see how strong and energetic they are. They may not look like the movie huskies, but they are full of life and ready to pull the sleds across the snow. Just look at them. The moment the tourists arrived, they went completely wild. They started barking, jumping, and running around everywhere. They just couldn't stay still. They just had to run. It was clear they were full of excitement, ready to pull the sleds and run across the snow. Look at them. I think they're more excited than we are. Watching them move and hearing all the barking really showed me how much they love their work. It's like being around a team of furry athletes who are born for this.
Hey guys, আমি ট্ৰমছো আহিছিলোঁ 15ত তো আমি 3 দিনৰ ট্ৰিপত আহিছিলোঁ প্ৰথম দিনা আমি কৰিলোঁ নৰ্দাৰ্ণ লাইট সাফাৰী সেকেন্ড দিনা ৰেইনডিয়াৰ ফিডিং আৰু আজি কৰিলোঁ ক্ৰছ কাণ্ট্ৰি স্কিং আজি টেম্পাৰেচাৰ -20 আজি আমি ক্ৰছ কাণ্ট্ৰি স্কিং কৰিলোঁ দুও আৰু পৰিলোঁ বহুতবাৰ আপোনালোকে ভিডিঅ'ত দেখা পালে চাগে মই দুবাৰ পৰিছোঁ সুমিয়ে 5 বাৰমান পৰিছে তাইৰ পৰাটো ভিডিঅ'ত উঠা নাই কিন্তু এটা বহুত ইন্টারেস্টিং হয় আমার ট্রিপটো বহুত এডভেঞ্চারাস আছিল বহুত ভাল লাগিল ফার্স্ট টাইম ইমান ঠান্ডা জায়গাত আইছো আমি তো আজি আমার ট্রিপটো শেষ হল কাইলে আমি রিটার্ন টু স্টাভাঙ্গার
Day 3 wrapped up with skiing and finally meeting the huskies. Such a perfect way to end this trip. 3 days, so many memories, and one unforgettable adventure.